What's going on, guys? Welcome back to week 9 of the Multi-Battle League. This week, we are up against Team Drinking Birds, and I'm joined once again by my good friend Marcus. Just kidding, it's just me today. Marcus is busy. Anyway, yeah, we're up against Team and Lorsey. If you don't know who they are, you probably don't follow VGC because they're really established, really talented, really creative VGC players. Tommy actually got 7th at 3 of the 4 internationals, the first 3 internationals this season, and is locked for day 2, and Lorsey will be at day 1. So both really established, really talented players in their own right, and you should check them out for sure. Anyway, yeah, the other thing is that they're also currently, these are all wrong, all these things are wrong. We're actually 5-3, 5th overall, which is a little bit not as good as we would have hoped to be, but given the circumstances, I think it's okay. And then, okay, actually, okay, so this is my second time recording this Teambuilder. The first time my microphone wasn't on, yeah, and so I told Marcus, I was like, hey, I just recorded the whole Teambuilder and my mic wasn't on, and he says, why is it always us? And that's a good question. And actually, yeah, so these guys are actually 7-1, first overall, so they've only had 1 loss. I believe it was to Team We Disney, actually, in the second week of the MBL or something, and they're the first seed, so obviously super solid performance so far, really good players, like, and in watching their games, like, I think they think about they're thinking about the game in a different way than I think a lot of the other teams are, and I think that's showing through in their record. So yeah, really threatening team, these darn birds, and yeah, they've got Landorus, Mega Venusaur, Pheromosa, Metagross, Ninetales, Darmanitan, Lanoon, Blastoise, and then these boys. This one's Ghost type, I think. It's Ghost type. I don't actually know. And then this boy. But I don't think they're bringing either of those. We think they're gonna bring 6 of these. 8, I guess, and then I don't think. Yeah, 6 of these 8. Anyway, yeah. So actually, looking at the matchup, it doesn't look. It actually it looks. I would say favorable in our favor. The first thing when I was looking at how to build for this was that I noticed that they didn't really have a lot for Heatran and Trick Room. Eruption and Sun is really strong, and their team isn't super bulky. Like Ninetales, Darmanitan, Pheromosa aren't super bulky naturally, and then Metagross is weak to fire, and Venusaur can be mitigated by psychic typing, and then there's just Landorus, who isn't that bulky. So that was the first thing that jumped out at me. The real problem stopping that is Blastoise, but because we have Zapdos, we figured early game we can just go with Zapdos, put pressure on it. Even Blastoise doesn't love taking repeated electric attacks, so we figured that was a pretty solid plan. So instead of doing that, actually, okay, no, we'll do it this way. So, okay, so then we were like, okay, Zygarde actually doesn't look that good here because they have Intimidate. Zygarde really isn't that strong on its own. He does hit these 3 for super effective, but I didn't even calculate, but I'm sure he doesn't get O-Code. Metagross can run Ice Punch, probably will run Ice Punch. Pheromosa can use Ice Beam. And there's also the possibility of Hidden Power Ice, and just Intimidate in general really slows him down. So we were like, okay, maybe not Zygarde. And then we saw Drifblim, and we were like, oh, Drifblim, super fast, outspeeds Pheromosa. Shadow Ball hits Metagross, super effective. It can burn Landorus T. It can even Rain Dance versus Ninetales and Darmanitan. We could run Acrobatics. We could hit Venusaur and Disboy too. Will-O-Wisp can be used if we run out of terrain versus Metagross. Yeah, Drifblim, good Pokemon. So instead of doing any of that, which I just detailed to you, we've instead decided to go with this set. So we have minimized Baton Pass, Misty Seed, Drifblim. So as you can see, we got Misty Seed, which will raise our special defense and activate Unburden, which doubles our speed, which then allows us to outspeed Pheromosa. And so let me walk you through the general game plan. So we can minimize with our Drifblim, which is just an amazing idea, and then we can Calm Mind with our Drifblim, and then we can Baton Pass into Zapdos, okay? And then we can Agility, and then Roost, and then we can Psych Up with our stupid Tapu Fini. So then our Tapu Fini's +2 speed and +something evasion. Then we can Baton Pass back into Drifblim, who's probably taking damage, and then because of +2 speed, it doesn't matter that we lost in Bird, and then because our Tapu Fini's +2 speed, we can Heal Pulse, which never misses because it has that dash for accuracy. It never misses. So it'll hit us through our minimize, and then we can minimize some more. and then we can calm mind, and then we can protect, and then we can calm mind, and then we can heal pulse, and then we can minimize, and then we can psych up, and then we can calm mind, and then we can protect, and then we can baton pass, and then we can heal pulse, and then we can thunderbolt, and then we can protect, and then we can thunderbolt, and then we can protect, and then we can baton pass, and then we can heal pulse, and then we can calm mind, and then we can psych up, and then we can baton pass into Heatran. So one of the first things I said when I was talking about this matchup is Heatran and Trick Room with Eruption is really strong. So you might be wondering, like asking yourself, why, Wolf, then have you put Agility planning to baton pass it into your Heatran? Anyways, yeah, so EVs, EVs, this lives -1 Landorus Tectonic Rage from Stone Edge after an Intimidate. It lives Pheromosa, Z Ice Beam, Modest, and it outspeeds Pheromosa even if they're plus speed nature. Zapdos, I think, lives +6 Lanoon Extreme Speed. Heatran doesn't, I don't know. Feeny lives +6 Lanoon Extreme Speed, outspeeds Pheromosa with +2 max HP, and the rest in special attack. And then, okay, next up to support this amazing combination that we've thought of, we have Scrafty, who is mainly using Fake Out. Fake Out Knockoff, we gave him Detect because I don't know. And then for the last slot, we weren't really sure what we wanted to do. I was thinking Super Fang because, like, you don't really need fighting coverage versus this team. Like, you're not really using fighting attacks, I guess, versus Lanoon. But then I was like, counter's kind of funny. Because we were thinking about Super Fang, and I was just like, nah, let's just use counter. So yeah, now we have counter Scrafty because just in case they have Lanoon, we don't think they'll bring Lanoon because the fact is that, like, Zapdos is pretty threatening to it because it has Sky Drop and such, and we also have, like, Thousand Arrow spread move, we have Heat Wave Eruption spread move, we have Muddy Water spread move, so, like, even redirecting isn't that good versus it. So we're planning on them not bringing Lanoon, but even if they don't bring a Lanoon, like, we're probably still going to lose, and then, like, yeah, like, there's just nothing. Anyway, this lives +6 Extreme Speed and then can counter after eating its Yummy Berry, so that's that. And then the last slot of the team is Bronzong with Psych Up. So we can Psych Up when we +2 speed our Zapdos before we Trick Room. Was Psych Up normal type? Oh, it's a shame. It probably just resets stat debuffs though. Anyway, we have Z Psychic because, I don't know, +1 after Calm Mind, Z Psychic can actually OHKO Venusaur, which is cool. But we're almost definitely not going to get to use that because we're, like, the thing is, like, the team that we picked to use this against was the team with, like, a lot of really serious heavy offense threats, like Pheromosa and Landorus T, like, very high attack stat. Oh, and Darmanitan, like, very high attack stat. And Leech Seed Mega Venusaur, Oh. So, yeah. We just, like, yeah, this is just not smart in any capacity. Yeah, this is just super stupid, actually. So yeah, this was probably not the team to do this, so I don't anticipate we're actually gonna get up our setup here. But if we do, it'll be funny. Anyway, yeah, Bronzong. So I guess, like, kind of the general way that I see this game going is, okay, like, start with Drifloon Feeny, and then, like, they both get KO'd, and we're like, oh no, we're in trouble. Then we go Zapdos Scrafty, and then, like, oh shoot, we actually can't do anything with Zapdos because, like, if it doesn't get baton passed to it, just loses. So because we lost Drifloon, we're gonna lose Zapdos, and then Scrafty can't do anything on its own. So then we're gonna Heatran Bronzong, and it'll be like, okay, like, just in case, like, we had this mode plan, Heatran Bronzong, and then, like, we'll just lose. So yeah, that's kind of the general game flow as I see it. I don't see really any way in which this works. Like, even if they, like, we can't even be like, even if they bring their bad mons, we'll be like, we have a chance because there's both hit Drifloon for super effective. Like, we're never going to be in a situation where we're free to minimize up and Z moves ignore accuracy, so we can't even, like, just pray for minimize. But I still think it's pretty funny, and, you know, maybe it'll work. Yeah. I think that's it, honestly. I don't really have a lot to say. Scrafty, I already said that these do. Bronzong lives +5, Shadow Claw from Lanoon. I don't know about any of this. And then, yeah, so this is definitely questionable. Probably not the thing to be doing. When, like, this is, like, a match we really, like, should be, like, need to be winning. If we want to, like, make top cut. Like, this is an important game to win. So instead of, you know, doing something, like, rational, reasonable, we did this. You might be wondering why we didn't use Mega Absol, because then we could baton pass 3 times, but yeah, we probably should use Mega Absol. That would have been super funny, actually. I wonder if he gets stored power. Oh, we already have him open. He gets Curse. I looked it up. Wait, please work. Stored. Okay, he doesn't get stored power. That's okay. Does he get Power Trip? Oh. Wait, Power Trip. No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Anyway, that's the team. Thank you for watching. just to be clear, we haven't. This isn't like this isn't like something where we've already played and that, and like I'm like saying, oh, of course this will never work. Like this could work. I just like we haven't played yet. We play in an hour, but yeah, I don't have high hopes. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video,